What's up, everybody? My name's Killer, the JOKE1 clan. This is my IS-7. Really experienced how dangerous this tank is because, you know, it's pretty much amazing how deadly this tank is. Basically, I'll show you why is it dangerous. Basically, so we'll get to that. So basic, let's talk about the weakness about this tank. Basically, so all right, the basic weakness is like right here and right around here. Basically, you do not want to shoot this armor because the turret is amazing job of the existence of this gun. The reason why that is so amazing that not one tank is able to penetrate, not even the T's or the artillery is able to penetrate that armor. It's really difficult. Sometimes other artilleries is managed to penetrate the armor, but not tensionality. So basically, it's amazing work of art. So basically, let's talk about the sides. Now, do not shoot the tracks or the side, sir, because that is where it gets you positioned that tank will turn around and blast you to Kingdom Come, basically. So this is a very dangerous tank. I experience basically, but the turret is terrible. But yeah, we'll get back to the weakness. Now the weakness is right around here. That's where it's at. That's including the other side. It's right there. So basically, what we're experiencing this tank is that this tank is really dangerous. Now for the artilleries, you want to shoot right here on top, right there. You see that square? That's where you want to shoot because only that is the only weakness. If you try to shoot here and here, that is not going to work for you because that tank could literally just, at close distance, this is where you want to shoot. Do not shoot here, or even here. Basically, well, if you can shoot it here, basically, if you can try to do your best to shoot here, basically, that's also a weakness. Now, the rear armor is terrible, but the angle of the rear is amazing. So, I'm going to show you why the side skirt is so deadly. If you take a look, it has a basically this is flat, but if you realize it has this, what's inside of it, this is the angle of what's inside right here. So as a side scrape, this is where the angle of the tank is. It's upper plated all the way to the other side, basically. So when you penetrated this bullet, boof. We penetrated this tank, I mean, basically, this is gonna go boof and go really straight down past the engine and go right on the ground. Basically, the bullet stops right here, dead in its tracks, basically every time. That's including the powerful guns. If it's shot right here and penetrated, it could travel down or stop the bullet in its tracks, basically, because the sight script is amazing work of art, basically. So if you try to shoot here, do not bother because now it's basically to go up, and if you try to shoot here, it's basically go down. So right now front, you basically do not want to shoot this turret. Basically, this turret is too much. It is way too much. Even the side is way too much. Don't shoot the turret. That all you'll basically do is piss it off. Basically, you're probably gonna piss off the tank. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can go and get ourselves him. So we'll go ahead and go into battle. I'm gonna show you the reason why this tank is so deadly. If you check out the other video of the World Tanks IS-7, learned by. So basically, if you go look at that, you'll see the reason why it's so dangerous on the battlefield. It's actually can handle 15 wolf fraggers. So as we're going in the battle, we see an IS-7 and other tanks as well. We see a E4 and an E3. Basically, those tanks are really dangerous on the battlefield, but it's not strong enough to deal with the IS-7 because I might, if I can, I might show you why. Basically, just keep in mind, guys, the gun is terrible. It has a lot of rate of damage, and it only has 200 250 health. So basically, as you gain 2,150 health, it's not gonna. It has a good health, but basically, you want to do, you can pretty much take on any tank. That's including the E100. Basically, the E100 will always have a problem dealing with the other tanks, basically. So yeah. Okay, sorry about that, lads. I gotta stop in the track. So basically, as it going, lads, we're rolling with the E75, one of the best Tier 9 tanks on the front line, and we're gonna roll the other tanks as well. So basically, gentlemen, we got the M103 right in front of us. It tries to damage us, but that's not gonna work because they're dealing with the IS-7, and it's not gonna work. So we got a Tiger here. We're gonna go ahead and pen him, and there we go. So as we go ahead, we're gonna try to do our best. We're gonna go ahead and go around and flank. Basically, get an AMX 50-100. And he's dead, basically, ladies and gentlemen. This is very dangerous tank on the battlefield. I will prove you why. So as we going up, we got a TD. So that's not a very scary tank, basically. Not really, not exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and hug this right here in this corner. Hug this. Remember, lads, you always wanna. You basically want to protect your lower glacis. So it's make sure it's protected and is protected. So we're gonna go ahead and get our hands on the T-32. We're gonna see if we could kill him, basically. So we're hoping and we're begging and pleasing for it. So let's go ahead and try to damage the E-75 or the T-32, and we damaged the T-32. So let's go ahead and see if we could do it again. Take some times, just remember, lads, the reloads, the gun's terrible. And we damage it again. So one more shot, the T-32 is doomed and is dead, basically. So let's go ahead and see if we can do. We have 25 shots. So basically only has 30 shots. So basically, or someone took my place and shot it, basically. So I damaged the E-75. So I'm going ahead and put my body to the T-32. And basically, the E-75 is desperate to try to damage me, so it probably did not work for him. So that is the reason why it did not work for any tanks. So I'm going to damage the Tiger, and the Tiger literally failed. So I am proving myself. The IS-7 is the dangerous tank on the battlefield. I have 3,000. This tank right now tried to shoot my side armor, and it failed. So now we got one tank finally managed to penetrate me from the lower glaze. So you gotta keep in mind that this tank is not easy to go down without a fight, basically. So this is a deadliest tank that you can get down. The E-75 finally penetrated me, but now it just took a risk by getting itself dangerous, massive, serious damage of the threat. So basically, now we're getting palmed by another IS-7. Basically, he got some support. So right now, I'm not too worried. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can kill him, and I did, and I managed it. So basically, we're gonna get pawned by another IS-7. So let's see how well I can do against this IS-7. And now he's trying to literally take advantage of my side, and it's not gonna work very well. So I'm trying to do my best here, and it failed. So now I tried to pen through that armor and it didn't work. So now I'm gonna go ahead and back off. And now this is probably the last spot if I can. I'm gonna go ahead and pin him. And I killed him in the process. Basically, the ISM is gonna try to kill me and now get his hands all over me, basically. And it failed again. So basically, this player don't know how to use his IS-7 properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do my best as much as possible, and as soon as possible. Basically, before he kills me. Basically, he killed me anyway. So that's very information. So now I did probably 493. I did 4,093. Well, basically, it's right around 500, almost there. I'm almost reached 500 basically. So I did 12 shots. I had 15 rounds in the battlefield. I used my track and pair, and it took a lot of hit. I killed a lot of players into that match. Basically, all I did was to kill the like basically two tier 9s, one tier 7, and one tier 8, and that AMX 50B. So basically, I did not kill one of them. That was pretty much a couple of them. I tried to do so much damage of them, but I did. Now we're gonna see how much we did into that last battle, and we're gonna see how well we pretty much did. So basically, we did so much information, mentioned shots against the enemy. We got a lot of cash, so you can see we got some good little stamps. Basically, I don't care about them. Basically, sorry guys. So now we got gold. Basically, keep in mind, guys, gold stays there forever. Literally, it stays there forever. So you can buy premium tanks as much as you please, but that's gonna take you pretty much a month to get to, unless you buy gold from the internet, and that's gonna take you a long time. So basically, that's what's going on. Sorry, lads. This is gonna how it's going on. Now, if I switch it to gold rounds, whew, oh my goodness, you're talking about a tank can do some serious threat. Now I'm gonna show you why is that. So I'm switching to gold rounds. I did not have enough gold rounds because I don't know how much it really costs. So basically, if I switch it to cash, that is no different than the other that expensive. So basically, all this is so expensive than regular rounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and back the. Yeah, it's basically so expensive than regular rounds. So I'm just going ahead and do my thing because I know gold rounds is very expensive. Now I've go to a tier 8. Now if you can see, they're all basically the same. That's including even tier 1s. Well, I didn't actually see that, so basically it's not tier 1s as well, basically. So I don't really care about that, basically. So let's go ahead and check out our IS-7. We're gonna go ahead and play another one. We just brought ourselves into another battle. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, we got our E100, we got an AIS-7 in the enemy line, and a other tier tanks as well. Basically, almost all of them is gonna definitely have a problem in the with other IS-7s. Basically, all IS-7s pretty much the same unless you know how to use it. Pretty much that first battle we're in was devastating for the IS-7. He tried his maximum best. He shot me a few times, and it did not accomplish. Basically, the only tank it did accomplish was that TD. He shot me, I think it was 3 times in a row. Basically, so we're gonna go ahead and do our own thing for the IS-7. Basically, if I suggested I should go here as an IS-7 because I know what's gonna go. I basically know what's gonna happen if I go anywhere else but there. But that's the only place it's good at for the i7. If you guys can link me or something, if there's somewhere else is better or this is better, that'd be great. Back probably I'm looking for tanks that needs a good spot, and those are the only good spot that I know of for the i7 in this map. Basically, there's another spot way over here, but I don't. That pretty much only if I spawned here or somewhere around here, then I'll go ahead and go around here. But basically, I did not spawn there, so we're gonna go ahead and go over here. And as we're going on over here, we basically might have a gold here with our little I. We're basically our little IS-7 here. So as we're going around here, I see amazing spot that we can instantly cover our lower glaciers, and we're gonna accomplish that by standing right here, and I'll show you why is that. So basically, look at me. I'm in a very good position, and it looks like it's impossible. You see that? That is the link of shot that you cannot pen unless you're like little edge closer to the area. So here, this is where I'm about to do. I'm gonna go get a little closer to this area. Here's what I'm about to do. So I'm a little closer to this area. So basically, now all they will shoot is my frontal armor. So pretty much, I am so protected over myself that not one tank is able to pen me. So basically, if they try to manage to pass me, they're gonna very pretty much die. And the E100 also has this advantage over there as well. Basically, all I need to do, yeah, that's the E100's spot as well. Mouse usually goes in that spot as well because that is for the E100 and the mouse. This is for the IS-7, and I'll show you why. Now you see the reason why this is for the IS-7, because I'm able to allow. Dear, watch this. Basically, ladies and gentlemen. Now, well, maybe not. Maybe he will not shoot me. Now, the VK is a very devastating tank unless it's fully upgraded. That's including the E75. But either way, those two tanks are really undesperate dangerous, basically. The E100 is basically do not know how to use his tank properly, but he does know how to angle his tank and know how to use his armor properly. Basically, this E100 is pretty doing a good job. So basically, yeah. Now, I'm pretty much holding this line. Basically, this is so much as the E100 is doing. Now, there's another E100 on the enemy line, and then there's a T-34, and there's the VKB. Basically, he got his ass whooped, but yeah, 60. Oh, now it's dead. So basically, I don't know what happened to that tank. So we'll go ahead and play with our IS-7. Oh, there's another IS-7 on the enemy line, but pretty much has no match because we're on defense. That, just keep it in mind, guys. Do not really trust the British heavies. Do not trust that tanks because basically those tanks are very. It's gonna get demolished. Basically, I could here. Just watch this. Watch this. What's gonna happen? See, he's trying to do his best. You see how he's doing. Do not trust this, ladies and gentlemen. Do not trust the British heavies because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And look, they, they're, yeah, you see, I told you. Do not trust the British. It just got demolished, basically. So I have no idea how to make a good spot for that heavy. So that's going to take me some time, ladies and gentlemen, when I reach that tank. So when I do reach that tank, I'm going to see what I can do if I can find some good spots for that heavy. So we'll go ahead and play with her IS-7. Basically, I have no idea if one of them is going to come up. Basically, I'm hoping the IS-7 is going to come up. I'm hoping the T-32 will come up. I'm hoping pretty much every one of them will come up so I can literally try to hope that they can pen my tank. Basically, I don't want this E100 to even move his tank because if he keeps moving his tank, basically what's gonna happen? He's gonna get pounded, and he's literally lucky to get unpound. Basically, I need a little more backup because if I don't get more backup, then that's it for him. Just take a results, gentlemen, because now we're on the defense. I haven't gotten not one shot because the E100's basically upset me now because he's not even using his E100 properly, and now he's backing up because that is a very good spot for the E100. Basically, as long as you're against the freaking rock, I don't know why was he doing that. What are you trying to accomplish, lad? What are you doing? What are you doing? There you go. Now you're an idiot. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Basically, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Uh, This is basically almost. Well, basically, this is 2015. This is not 2014 anymore. You're 2015. Welcome to the 2014, 15. I mean, did I say 14, lads? I said 15. 15. Oh, I should never have done that because I'll show you why. You see that? All that lower hole is open, and I'm gonna see what I can do to hold them off. And the E100 is gonna get pounded, so I should better get in position. I should always try to get in position as much as possible. If I don't get in position as much as possible, I am pretty much demolished. Now that tank literally tried to damage me, but that did not work for him. Now I'm the only tank in this area that I'm gonna have to deal with all these tanks. Now I'm going to try to hold them off as much as possible. Basically, they're not going to get past me no matter what they try to accomplish, no matter what they try to do. I'm going to hold them off right in here now. So basically, they ain't going to go anywhere. Or not. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to literally try to do something. So I better go ahead and try to stop them. And we damage the side armor, which is a very rare to accomplish. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can protect my lower glaciers, and I did. I gonna see what I can do to shoot that armor, not the armor, basically the weakness.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Penetration.
I'm getting demolished. Look like this I-7 knows what he's doing, and basically I don't. I try to follow his steps, and he just like, you know what? I don't fucking care. He's a bitch. So that's it, folks. That's the i7's power. That's how it really is, and that's his power strength, and that's how he rolls basically on the battlefield. Now, just keep an open mind. On the next video, we're gonna work on how to survive the ELC AMAX, one of the popular tanks in the battlefield, and basically is very skill and is very popular on world tanks. But that's all, folks. We're going to talk about this on the next video. So catch you later, and peace.